Betrayal trauma is a term that's used when you've had a spouse or a loved one betray you in a large enough way that it's traumatizing. The clinical term would be relational trauma. And so if you think that in this relationship that should be trusted and safe, it's not. And not only is it not safe, but there's violence perpetuated, either emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, a lot of different ways. So betrayal trauma is when it should have been safe and trusted, and then you find out that it wasn't. And the first thing that I want to tell you, if this is your experience, if you're questioning whether or not you really have been traumatized, let me be the person, if you haven't heard it already, and I hope you have, to affirm, it is trauma. You have been traumatized. And I also want to tell you that you're not crazy. There's so many different responses to trauma, from not being able to sleep, forgetting things, not feeling like yourself, depression, and so many other symptoms. So if anyone's telling you that you're crazy or you should be over it or just have forgiveness, let me be the one to tell you you're not crazy. It really happened. It really is that big, and it really matters. And I also want you to know that healing is possible. But I like to use kind of an analogy to show what happens, because so often I feel that people who experience betrayal trauma, both men and women, are very misunderstood. It's like our trust in how we see the world is this glass. And the Skittles that we have inside of here are the trust that we've built in ourselves and in the world around us. And so as we continue to move through the world, we go, yeah, okay, I can trust this. I'm willing to be friends with this person. This person's telling me the truth, whatever it is. And we build that trust. And so often when betrayal trauma happens, when there's a large disclosure of addiction or lying or financially hiding things, whatever the information is, when a big betrayal happens, what often gets told to the betrayed person, the person experiencing betrayal trauma, is this. People say, well, yeah, I get it. So a bunch of the trust has been taken out, but you're okay. And so why don't you show up and be kind? And we all believe in forgiveness. That's what's going to heal you. So stay present and let that person who betrayed you or everyone else slowly put that trust back in. And what I want you to know is that you're not crazy, because I know that the real experience is really this. The glass is broken. It's not that a couple of our items of trust or who we trust or how we trust have fallen out. Our entire scope, our compass of how we trust what's in the world, how I know I'm safe, has literally been shattered. So now imagine the experience when a good parent, friend, sister, church leader says, well, why don't you just start taking some of the trust back in? There's just no way to hold that. That's what happens. That's what really betrayal trauma is it's a shattering of the glass. I want you to know that you can be restored. You can be made whole. That everything that's been broken can be fixed. Not meaning that all the relationships will stay the same or that you'll trust again the same, but that you can be a whole person. You can redial your compass and get back to this place where you know who you are, what you want, and what keeps you safe in life. And then start to put the trust and the relationships and the connection back in.